Hello everyone, how's everyone doing tonight? Well, since we spent most of Thursday checking out, well pretty much all day Thursday, checking out the latest Block 2 from Phoenix, which is spectacular by the way, we'll be doing a general aviation flight tonight like we had talked about. So kind of flip-flopped our days this week, mainly because I was so excited about the Phoenix. I couldn't help but give it a try. And life has been a little busy lately, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to sit around the sim. But keeping with the schedule and the streams is about the only time I've been able to fly. Anyways, instead of our usual C-152, we'll be back in the FSReborn Sting S4, which you can see here. Fancy little airplane. This thing is absolutely awesome, and it has a parachute. So maybe we'll play with that a little later. We'll see. Currently over in Alabama at the Northeast Alabama Airport. And we will be heading to a small camping spot at the High Valley Airpark. I had originally seen this airport on a, it was a YouTube video from someone who was flying the Sting in real life with his wife. So Ken and I did it one time, and it was pretty fun. So took the same flight, which originated out of Nashville, and it was a bit longer than the hour and a half that we normally aim for. So it was over 2 hours straight line with no touch and go, son. Great scenery, but we shortened it up a little bit, moved it down to Alabama from Nashville, and we'll be doing quite a few touch and goes along the way. Make it a little bit more fun. And obviously, we're going to be bringing our ultralight gear with us tonight, as this thing doesn't have a whole lot of carrying capacity, and the LSA rules for the FAA in the United States, at least currently, it's 1,320 pounds that you can carry. We'll be well below that with the amount of fuel that we need and our ultralight camping gear, so we're just going to imagine that the dude sitting over here in the first officer seat is actually just my tent and other things. Anyway, pretending aside, we'll also be doing touch and goes like I mentioned, and try to keep things as interesting as possible. If we find us a river to dive down into, this thing is pretty fun to maneuver along the river, so we'll see what we come across. Because obviously we can't be bored, right? There's no fun in that. While we get started, if you guys are enjoying this content, please like and comment and subscribe below. There's also some links in the description if you feel the urge to support the channel and everything it has to offer to you. I wish I could get more videos up. It's just been a little too chaotic in my life the past month to spend as much time on YouTube as I would like to. Hopefully, working on a few things, and that gets turned around here in the very near future, and we can get back to making some more videos for you guys. Currently, we have Archetype JB, he's back, Ken, myself, Ron, Sean, and a newcomer, Terry. This is his first flight with us, so expect some questions from him as we get started here, or up in the air. But I think he's got everything loaded up in here and ready to go. He's in the Comanche, so I'm sure he's comfortable in that, and we'll be off in no time. So this thing's a lot faster than what we normally set up. So it shouldn't be any problems. We are on live weather, and I think the local time is what, 4 p.m. Yes, 4 p.m. So we rolled it back a little bit, just to make sure that we have a nice sunset. This thing doesn't fly too well at night, so let's not waste too much more time. I hear everybody burning some fuel over there waiting for me to get started, so let's get back in the cockpit and get going.
And I see the icon on one, or the nameplate, and none of the others.
All right, I'm back.
You might be too close to everybody at the moment. I don't know.
All
Copy
right.
that. That makes sense.
So I've got a little over 13 gallons on board with myself. That's more than enough to get to where we're going. This thing burns like 5 gallons per hour. Let's go ahead and get this battery on. Instruments on, to get the Garmin's on. And is everybody clear on the flight plan?
Yep.
Got it in, fitted.
We doing landings or touch and goes in
Yep,
between?
touch and goes at all the waypoints. They're all airports.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started, because it does take a minute for the oil temperature to get up. Since this thing is modeled pretty well, let me hide the tablet and get the joystick back. Joystick. Pitot heat. That's on my honeycomb. There we go. Go ahead and get the strobe and nav lights since we don't have a beacon. And leave landing lights off for now. Auxiliary pump is on. Fuel is on. Should see a fuel flow if we give it throttle. There's fuel flow. Let's crack the throttle just a touch. And start her up. Uh-oh, she's not starting. Choke, maybe?
Uh-oh.
You almost have to put your blue knob down to almost to cut off.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Hang on. Huh, interesting. So if the fuel is off, it will still have fuel flow. Interesting. Okay. I looked at the arrow wrong, so the fuel was cut off. There she goes. Get rid of the choke. Bring her prop in. I've never had to turn the prop all the way down before, but the fuel was off. Despite it showing fuel flow, so that was interesting. Uh-oh, Bodie, First Officer Bodie's breaking in. He's trying to sneak his way into here.
Yeah. That too. I just started this plane. I've never flown it before.
Okay. Got our first shenanigan out of the way. Let's go ahead and get our flight plan in here. Destination's going to be Gulf Alpha 87. Waypoint Kilo Papa Yankee Papa. Kilo Papa Yankee Papa, yeah. Then a 5-3 Gulf Alpha. 2-2 Gulf Alpha. And 4-9er Alpha. The last waypoint is 9er Alpha 0. That we're going to be adding. 9er Alpha 0. Lumpkin. It's a fun one to say. Take a look at our flight plan, make sure it makes sense. And it does. I mentioned some river running. I'm not sure. There was a couple of lakes along the way, so we might be able to squeeze some river running in between 5-3 and 2-2 GA. Just for the fun of it. But we should get a nice view of the lake there at Kilo Papa Yankee Papa. Which I don't know what that lake is. Take a look when we get near. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our door shut here. Close. Quieten down a little bit, and let's go. Take off flaps. Get everything sorted out here in my home cockpit. Do a control check. Everything looks good there. What is the weather here? Does anybody grab the wind direction? 0. It's calm. So take off any runway we'd like to, and it looks like runway at 6 would be our best bet. And it's long enough that I don't need the whole thing at least. So let's see here. Well, looks like we'll need to take a left turn out of here and head on down that direction. That should get us down. Well, if the winds are calm, if we want to, we can just head out and take off 36 and do a right turn. And just, all right. Sounds good. Cruise altitude. Let's see. What is our current altitude? Altimeter. Got to grab the altimeter. I was looking at that just a second ago. Altimeter is 3008. Oh, airplane came loaded in with it. So we're at 500 feet now. 600 feet. Let's go up to 2,500. Keep it there. So 2,500, and then we're going to go on a heading of just 360 for now, or 000. However it shows up on your system. So do heading and then altitude, like vertical speed of, make it 700 feet per minute. Oh, I reset my altitude. Because I hit the altitude button, that's why. Okay, there we go. Hey, what's up, Burner? Happy flying. Glad to catch your stream. I'm glad you were able to make it. How are you doing tonight? Alright, this thing does not have a parking brake, which is really strange, but...
You like the Flintstone, just put your feet out at the bottom.
Exactly. Alright, you guys all ready? What's up, Diesel?
Yep.
How are you tonight? I mean, this thing's light enough that the airplane itself only weighs like 700 pounds when it's empty. You can tip it over if you wanted to. If you guys want to, I know you guys were going down the runway 9 or 6 down there, I'm sorry. We can actually take off of runway 36 at this intersection over here. Is it
Man, we just run over
showing?
somebody.
Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna scooch in here ahead of you, whoever's in the diamond there. That plane looks pretty good from this distance. I've got plenty of room here. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna move. Alright, let's watch our RPM here. So full power. Pull just a touch on the prop there, keep it out of that red. Looking for about 55 knots. Let's rotate. Nice and smooth. A little bit of trim in. And we'll get to about 1,000 feet. And pull our flaps up to a right turn. I'll scrunch down the cockpit just a little bit here so we can see the instruments a little better. This thing has a pretty good performance. I set it for 800 feet, but it's climbing at 900, no problem. There's 1,000 feet. Let's pull our flaps up. Yeah, let's go ahead and do our right turn. OBS is GPS, so go ahead and do a right turn. Put this into nav mode. And we're looking for 2,500 feet. Everybody taking off there behind me. Give everybody plenty of room here. Another right turn. Look for any traffic landing on the runways since the winds are nice and calm here today. A little trim in. There we go. I was fighting it quite a bit there. And we can do 5 minutes at this 5,800 RPM, so we're going to pull back here momentarily. Yeah, we got plenty of air altitude, so let's pull back to 5,500. Keep it full power.
Oh, I just spun it in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. What happened?
Yep. Boom. Well, I was trying to get cute with it. I was slowing down to keep up right behind you. I let her stall on me.
Well, hit that next airport up, or just take off from the ground there. Burner, Diesel, how are you guys doing tonight? I don't know if I asked you that or not. Oh, Just looking at Ken's crash back there, and we shot through 2,500 or 2,600, so let's bring it back
I
down.
got to provide a little entertainment. I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go autopilot now. We'll bring that manifold back to 25 and RPM back to... You gonna? Oh, I guess we go a little further on the manifold pressure, huh? 22 on the manifold, 52 on the RPM. See what we settle out as. .7 gallons per hour. That is wonderful. We got 20 miles to our next destination. I'm doing great. How about you all? Diesel says. How's everybody doing in the lobby here in Discord? How's everybody doing? Other than Ken, who's, you know, picking up pieces right now.
Oh, but he's good.
Somehow you vanished off my screen.
What's that?
Yeah, mine too.
Somehow you vanished off of my screen.
Oh no. Somebody just flew under me. Is that Ron? And TBM, yeah. Ron's gonna have to fly with his landing gear and his flaps out to stay slow enough for us.
He'll have to do circles. He'll have to do circles the whole way.
Yeah. You see, look at this. I was set the RPM to 5,200 and it's dropped on me. But I still got a really good total true airspeed, 116 knots on 4.6 gallons of fuel. Let's bring it back up to 5,200 RPM there. I mean, that's really economical. You get a really nice
all
view
the
outside this
icons
thing.
disappeared on me too.
Yeah, it'll come back in a minute. Mine just came back.
Yeah, it's Microsoft servers being Microsoft servers. It's weird because it happens to you guys all the time, but it rarely happens to me. When I was at Oshkosh last year, I actually got to sit in one of these Stings, and that's actually a really comfortable airplane. And since I'll be, hopefully very soon here, starting to take lessons, I'll be in a very similar airplane to the Sting. It'll be the Bristol LSA. It's pretty much got the same avionics here. So the Sting in the sim was a nice little thing for me to grab so that I could, you know, do a little practicing. Interestingly enough, I can actually see that airplane flying over my house occasionally.
Oh yeah.
And it's very distinct about, you know, how it sounds and knowing which airplane it is because it's really quiet. Those Rotax engines are super quiet compared to what you are used to hearing in a Cessna. Probably has a lot to do with the 3-blade, tiny little propellers. Diesel says he's studying for the FAA written exam. There you go. Good luck, Diesel. I need to go to school and see what I need to do. Probably get a Bose headset ordered. And I gotta lose a few more pounds. These LSAs don't they're kind of weight sensitive, so you'll lose another 10-15 pounds. Be pretty happy. Congrats on taking your flight lessons when you're ready. Yep, thank you, Brenner. Appreciate it. I'll be very excited to do that soon. I've got a couple milestones coming up in my life, hopefully in the next couple weeks. Should make things a little easier for me. Alright, 13.6 miles. Let's go ahead and start looking at the next airport. I'll take track IR off for a moment here. So we can look down here. Kilo Papa Yankee Papa. Winds, no meteor, no weather, really. Let me lose this. Going to guess the winds are probably still pretty calm. We didn't go too far, so. Open the airport. What runways do we have? 7 and 25. Probably just go straight in the 7. That makes sense. And we've got a bit of a crosswind right now, but that might change when we get to the airport and descend down into it. Diesel says he's trying to become an airline pilot. Oh, I'm jealous. I wish I... Colorblind, so don't think I'll ever have that opportunity, unfortunately. Hopefully about to start the journey. Well, good luck. Come fly with us. We can teach you all the bad habits you need to learn before you get in there and piss a instructor off. Alright, anybody ever figure out what lake this is over here? Where's my airplane on Volanta? There it is. That is Weiss Lake. Or Weiss Lake, however you want to say it. Diesel thought that was pretty funny. A little less than 10 miles at the airport. No. Looks like Dev was messing with some graphics there. Saying he was bored. Yeah, being an airline or being a fighter pilot was always my dream as a kid. And then once I learned that was kind of out of the books, decided to go to college, which I'm not complaining about. And then I'm just now getting to a point in my life that I'll be able to go after my pilot license. So for me, just having my PPL will be enough for me. Well, it won't even be the PPL; it would be the LSA license, sport pilot license. All right, so there's the airport right there in front of me. So we're gonna go ahead and let's drop my nose or my view down just a touch there. Get track IR back on. That is pretty comfortable right there. And yeah, so 22 inches of manifold pressure, 5,200 RPM, 4.7 gallons per hour, cruising at 116 knots. Somebody do the miles per gallon on that in the chat for me real quick. Autopilot's off. Let's pull some power. Gentle right turn towards those mountains. And let's get lined up for the runway. Forgot to turn my landing lights on earlier. I was too busy talking. And let's go ahead and get our auxiliary pump on for the landing. Do a fuel check while we're on our approach here. So we have 12.4 gallons. We burned about a gallon of fuel. Diesel said he was thinking about a fire pilot, but I'm not a fan of having to have a 4-year... what's that say? 4 years to apply to one? Sorry, there's a little reaction icon over part of your sentence there. It's a 4-year application? Or a 4-year wait time after you apply? Really? Keep pulling some power, let that speed keep dropping off. Oh, 4-year degree. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I got an engineering degree, and it was kind of funny. As soon as I was in school to get the degree, the Army, the Marines, everyone was constantly trying to get me to become a pilot. Don't want to go to college. Well, it's not for everybody, I understand. Pull some more power back. We are going to push the RPMs back in. And this thing is electronic fuel injected, so no need to worry about the lean. A little bit of nose up trim. I think we're looking for, is it 65 knots or 75 knots on the flaps? I think it's 75 knots on the flaps. AG2 looking for 75. Lane lights and aux bumper on. Alright, coming up on 75. I enjoy watching various live streams of flight sim people. Everyone has their own unique style. Yeah, it's interesting to see, you know, when I watch other people streaming, compare what they do and how I do things. What are your general observations, Burner? You've been around since... Yeah, I think you were subscriber number 19, I believe. 18 or 19, if I remember. So you've been around since I started. Alright, we're just doing a touch and go, so we're just going to go halfway on the flaps. Somebody's actually in front of me there. Hopper on. Oh, prop blast is up there. Look at that.
Yeah, I think I messed up.
What'd you do?
I downloaded this the Cessna, the 152, but for some reason it's like a experimental. So I do have my tablet in here.
Experimental?
Yeah.
So it's not a JP Logistics?
No, it is. It's just, I guess it's the new one.
I didn't know they had a new one pushed.
Yeah.
Burner, yeah. The only reason I remember that was because it was you joined, I think, after my very first video, honestly. And you made a comment on there that I remember you saying. And that is about the only reason I remember exactly which spot you joined at. No, there's not a way for me to see who joined when, but you had made a comment about the video quality and was subscribed, only had 18 people or something like that. But it was literally like after the very first video I ever posted. Alright, this perch is looking good. Somebody's on the ground right there. Who's that? Oh, prop blast, okay. Alright, let's pull that power. Nice and gentle. Oh, this thing will float for days. Oh, I stalled it out. Alright, full power. And back in the air. Pull that prop back just a touch. Yeah, Diesel, that was looking extremely good until that stall. Right there at the last second. It may have screwed it up. I'll check it here in a second when I get this thing trimmed out. Alright, let's get that aux pump off. That is a really annoying noise. I'm gonna have to either not use that or use it later in the game, later next time. Alright, let's do a slight right turn. 1,000 feet, flaps up. And we're going back in the nav mode here, and we're going up to 2,500 feet. Look at this climb rate, 1,300 feet per minute in a 100 horsepower airplane. That's just insane. We got 17 miles. Let's see how far we can get in 7 miles with this climb rate. Up, vertical speed, up, 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 up. All right, Diesel, let me check that landing. 79 and 8. I'm guessing the 8 was after a slight bounce. Give me negative 79 on that one. All right, so we got 5 minutes on this 5,800 RPM, so we're going to keep going as long as we can here. I think we got about another 3 minutes to go or so, and see what kind of altitude we can squeeze out of this thing. At 10 miles to go to the airport. So what I've been up to lately is recuperating from total knee replacement surgery that I had in February 12th. Ow! Ouch! Is it, was it both knees? Or just one? Because I hear you're, sometimes you want to do it on both knees. At the same time, just to help. Anybody else in here had a knee replacement?
Nope.
Alright. Just trying to struggle on
Brain
13.
replacement. I haven't had it done yet.
Oh, what replacement?
Brain.
Brain? Oh, well, I can't help you there. It's giving me loads of time to watch streams. Well, I guess there is a positive side to everything.
You'll be studying up. I need somebody to do it cheap.
Oh.
You're gonna have to find a donor first.
That's the scary part.
I don't know. You seem pretty smart, Ron.
I haven't got any to spare.
Okay, I think we're getting close to that 5-minute mark. I didn't set a timer, so let's bring it back to 5,500, which is our max continuous.
All right, I'm closing in. I see a gaggle of habit people.
I'm at 4,300 feet, still climbing out 1,000 feet per minute in this little thing. That is awesome.
What heading are you on?
I'm on the nav track. Just one. The other one I did in 2021. Ooh, okay. So you didn't do the wombo combo and got them both done at once. You know, this thing right here, if you're on a smaller budget, it's really hard to beat in terms of fuel economy. If it's just you and your significant other, and, you know, 50, 100 pounds worth of stuff, I think this one... I know you can put 55 pounds in the back, but you could probably put your little handbag or something in front.
So what kind of avionics does it have on it?
Garmin's.
The avionics in that thing cost more than the airplane I learned in.
Yeah, probably. Alright, so we're 13 miles out, and I made it to 5,000 feet, no problem. So we made it to 5,000 feet in... what, 5 miles? 4 miles? It's pretty good. Got some clouds up here, otherwise I'd continue climbing. I don't want to go through those. Alright, since we're leveled off, actually we probably should go up, let's go back down to 4,500. And let's pull it back to 2252. Once she starts slowing down a little bit, then we'll... the prop will start dropping off. 131 knots, true airspeed. 138 ground speed. That's pretty darn good. Which I'm also, you know, nosed over at the moment. 5.2 gallons per hour. So who else have you been watching, Burner? Alabama, Georgia, beautiful part of the country, though I've never been there. Well, Alabama is very boring on the interstate. In the trips I've gone down to Florida, it is a very long and boring state. Georgia, you get the mountains. Alabama does have the, isn't there a... you get that one exit that has one of the Apollo...
You got Huntsville,
yeah, Huntsville, yeah.
Redstone Arsenal. Talking about my state there, buddy, so watch it.
Diesel says he lives right on the state line of Alabama and Georgia. Well, you and Ken are my go-to guys for telling me about the terrain around there. Terry, how's it going for you?
Oh, are you talking to me, Mike?
Yeah, just making sure you're all good since this is your first time.
I'm doing all good. I didn't put the flight plan in, and now it's following a bunch of wrong nameplates. I'm heading back towards you guys. I was more concerned to just figuring out how to do my first flight with you guys, and I forgot about the flight plan.
Forgot about the actual doing the flight part.
Yeah, I'm just doing the old style flying.
That's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We do. You like to do VOR navigation?
Oh yeah, I do VOR, and I very rarely use GPS at all. I fly my planes with the old steam gauges.
Okay. Yeah, we do those occasionally. Oh, I just.
In real life, I've never used GPS. I quit flying real in the 90s.
Oh, okay. 6. Let's let's go runway 6 here. Go ahead and disable autopilot.
I think I flew over the airport, but I still didn't see it.
I think it's that grass runway right there.
Looked like
Grass,
looks
grass strip,
something
yeah.
like
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to slow her up here. 'Cause I got behind the curve there. Good, we got to talking. Burner says he's watched Two-Tone Murphy. Yeah, I like him. Captain Canada. I haven't watched too much of him. Blue Game Sim. I don't know if I've ever watched. Used to watch Castrator, but he disappeared about 3 years ago. Of course, Squirrel. Yeah. Doing my zigzags here in hopes that that is the airport, but I'm not sure it
Turn your
is.
Plates on. I'm on short final.
Well, it takes the fun out of finding it myself.
Okay. Good point.
Now, if I could see your tail lights, that's a different story. All right, I got your tail lights there.
Got trees.
Trying to catch up to you guys right now.
I'm zigzagging down.
Oh man, tall trees on final.
Of course. Does anyone know whatever had happened to Castrator? Is it Castrator or Catrator? Castrator sounds kind of terrifying. I mean, I could only imagine what happened to him, you know, back of a trunk or wrong guy in an alleyway. Alright, we're getting some flaps in now, so we can start making some nice, easy S-turns here to get down on this runway.
Everything about that field
Castrator.
felt like it needed a STOL aircraft.
We're about to do a slip into it. There goes Ron and his TBM. I can't let him beat me down there. Oh man, this thing can slip. Oh, easy, Ron.
That wasn't a touch and go. That was a bang and go.
Slap and go.
I call them crash and wince.
Yeah, there you go. Got a nice slip going in here.
It's hard to get this plane down.
Woo! This thing is sensitive if you come in a little hot. Alright, there is the touch. Let's go take off flaps. Let's hop over here on the ATV trail real quick. I'm gonna have a little fun.
Off-roading.
Yep, we're gonna have a little fun here. Well, this thing does not turn quick. It does not turn quick at all. Oh, shoot. I think I was still turning right when I was turning left. That is definitely not the 152 in terms of reactivity. Okay, flaps are back up. Pull the RPMs back a little bit, get out of the red. Get 2,500. I may need a change of pants, and look at that road. Let's go land on that. Like, you could like motocross yourself through that thing. The thing's got jumps and bumps and everything. Change a new pair of pants and a new prop, because I think I just went hedge trimming on those trees. Okay, maybe we don't want to river run with this airplane because that was sketchy.
I had a landing rate of 1,709 feet per minute.
Oh no. Okay, let's see here. We want to go to nav mode. Where is my flight director?
It is just below autopilot.
It's not showing up on my screen for some reason. There it is. It reappeared all of a sudden. 2252. Flaps are up. Alright, Diesel, you got any guesstimates on that landing rate? Trimming the trees doesn't count. Alrighty, let's see here. Estimated time of arrival 6:47. So another 5 minutes or so. Oh, it's decreasing quickly. Or that's ETE. Estimated time en route. Wait, why does that say? Oh, I guess it's 6 minutes. It's weird to have a decimal point in there. Alright, so this thing is in level mode, so let's go heading to nav. I guess it didn't need to be armed. What I don't know about Castrator is he got some sort of monetary exclusive agreement with Twitch, which required him to stop live streaming on YouTube. Then after a while, he wasn't streaming Twitch. Ah, yeah. That'll happen. Oh, look at that. What's that say? Henry? Diesel. Who is this? Or Derby? Does that say Derby or Henry? Or Deary? The heck? Like the letters are like changing on me. Oh, there you go. Who's in the RV next to me? Is that you, Ken? Yep.
Yep. Well, I was. Yeah, there you are. You were on the left. You went under and to the right. There you are. That's me.
Yeah, I got you a nice screenshot there. I was trying to read the name of that football field there, figure out exactly where we were, but the letters just kept evolving. We are in Riverside Park. Riverside. Oh, we just passed Rome, so maybe something to do with Rome.
Rome, Georgia?
Rome, Georgia.
Georgia, yeah.
Georgia. I believe he may have gotten busy with flying for real and raising his family. I miss the stream, but understand. Oh yeah, family always comes first. Running into a little bit of that myself right now with some dog issues in the household. First Officer Bodie's. He's in some dire need of some training, to say the least. Being a bit of an asshole lately. Oh, there's an airport off to my left. What is that? Richard B. Russell. So
Real pretty scenery all across North Georgia.
yeah, this has been some fantastic scenery
Yep.
this
Yeah,
entire
over around
time.
Brasstown Ball over that way is really pretty too.
Ken, I'll come pick you up later this year in my airplane.
Well, I don't know about that, but
We'll come fly out to Rome. South of Rome is KCTJ. That's my home airport. Okay. South. KCTJ. Where's that at? Oh, do you not trust me to fly, Ken?
I didn't say that. Did I say that? Did y'all hear me say that?
Ken, is that the... Is this the airport we were goofing off around one day? Or is that Columbus?
Columbus. That was my home base.
Yeah, this looks very similar to Columbus is why I was asking.
Columbus is a lot bigger.
Okay.
300,000 people
Just
in
the-
that area.
Just the terrain around it, which I don't... Yeah, never mind. There wasn't kind of a hill behind it, so maybe not.
Now, we are hilly. Even down here where I live is hilly. You wouldn't believe it if you saw it.
Yeah. Is that a add-on scenery? It looks great. No, this is default. Nothing about what we're looking at right now is add-on. It looks perfect, though.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Must be another grass runway because I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I got 4 miles from it, and I'm a little lower this time, so I'm not going to be having to do my zigzags to get back down to it.
Looks like
Up Ron is our lead scout, huh? So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn around.
Start calling him Scout. Local altimeter's 3007.
Some high horsepower ponies up there. He needs to be.
Yeah, he can get there, scout it out, come back, and then land on our wing.
Yeah, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, he could land on everyone's wing. Man's got so much horsepower. He's got more horsepower in that one airplane than we have combined together, all of us.
I'm gonna get behind you guys so I can see where you land.
It looks like it's right there on the river. I think this is the Riverside Airport, so let's go ahead and start pulling some power. Descend. Being a Riverside Airport, usually they're parallel with the river. Which side of the river is it on? It looks like it's on this side of the river. Should be right in front of us somewhere. What runways do we have here? Yeah, 9 and 27. It's parallel with the river.
Of course, it's grass.
Yep.
Oh, that's it, right to the left of the river.
Thought it was on the right.
Ooh, am I looking?
Shows it on the south side of the river. Oh, hang on. I'm about to overfly right now. Okay. I was looking further up. Yeah, I think you were looking the same spot I was originally. I'm about to overfly it now, so I'm going to overfly it and do a left turn for a left pattern.
Is that it?
I'm right over top of it right now.
I don't see you.
All right, doing my left turn to enter the left pattern. Somebody off of my nose here. Archetype.
I missed it.
Somebody's underneath me.
That's
I think it was
Is that
Terry.
me?
You, Ken, are... Yeah, you've passed
I'm
it.
down.
You do 180. Not sure where Ron's at. Doesn't sound good, though.
I tried
Alright.
I tried to slip into it, but I stopped.
So it's behind me, huh?
Yes, I'm chasing Archetype right now.
staying low.
Yeah, look at this
Huh?
view right here.
I might be able to take off. I don't know. Let's see. Yep, we got back in the air.
Go ahead and get some flaps out. You're in the diamond, aren't you?
Yeah.
There she is. Alright, we're going to have to do landing flaps on this one. This is pretty tight quarters.
You
And
do
of course,
left
there's...
traffic.
Yeah, I did left traffic into it. Had to. Of course, there's trees at the end of the runway again. Yeah, Archetype made it back out.
Barely.
Barely. Not supposed to be skimming treetops like me. Just dive on down in there. This thing does not like to slow down. It's a very slippery airframe. Alright, on the ground. Full power. Flaps to takeoff. Let's keep it low for as long as we can. Get some speed. And let's head out over the river here. Beautiful. And we are out of there. Butter waffle and
I'm
pancakes
ready
on
for
that
my
one.
Second touch and go. Be right behind you, Happy.
Slam and go. As Ron would do
Crash
it.
and go.
Oh, I can stick my head out. Hey. Get the GoPro angle here.
Trying to catch you guys up.
Pull that prop back just a touch. Flaps up. And Diesel, I'll get the landing right here soon. Craig, what's going on, buddy? Looking for 2,500 on the altitude again. Let's pull the prop back to 5,500 for max continuous thrust. No need to run it max PM at the moment. Go in the nav mode. Vertical speed. Yeah, an autopilot can come up. Whoa, what happened there? Big bump. Alright, Diesel. We had... Oh, no way. Negative 91? Ain't no way.
You thought it was worse?
No, I thought we... I mean, even Diesel was thinking that... He said negative 14. It was so smooth. Got robbed. Rob Lowe has entered the chat, guys. Alright, 2252. Yeah, Diesel, yeah, we 100% got robbed on that one. Oh, we got some mountains ahead of us. This haze is making everything look really good. Hey, I have a question for you. I bought a new gaming computer. Well, congratulations. And I downloaded Microsoft Flight Simulator. But when I put the mods in the community folder, none of them show up. Do you have any idea?
Extract them out of the zip file first.
Yes. If you don't have the file structure correct, that could screw things up. So are you unzipping them like JB just mentioned? That's the first question. And I actually have a video. Diesel, if you could do me a favor and find it, link it for him. It was the Mods Made Easy video. That'll teach you how to add mods to your community folder. And it also lists the Steam, Microsoft Store, and if you have a custom hard drive, where to find the drives for your community folder. And Diesel, it looks like he's grabbing the video link for you. Thanks, Diesel. Appreciate it. Getting a little hazy on us here. Yeah, JB's probably the mod master. This man has more mods than probably everyone else combined on this flight right now.
Yeah. You know, I just had to buy a new drive, and I'm gonna clean that up.
Oh my goodness.
It isn't just having a lot of mods; it interferes with the all the graphics, you know. And that's what I'm getting a lot of.
Every time you install another mod, I have to increase my nerve pill dosage. And it gives me anxiety thinking about how much a load time you have and then what one single CTD can do to you.
Papa Ron just blew by me.
He's blowing past us with those 1,000 horsepower. Oh, there he is, right there. Let me get a picture. I got it. What's up, Ron? Wiggle your wings for us. Do a barrel roll. That just reminded me when Ron first started flying, we were in New Zealand, and I just happened to look behind me, and somebody is just spiraling out of control. And at this time, Ron was just dead silent. And I was like, "Oh no, somebody's spinning out of control." Well, it turns out it was Ron.
That was perfect timing on that one.
Yeah. I got me another wingman. Oh, I got 2 wingmen. Look at that. Ron and Terry, I think.
Yep, that's me.
You're right too.
Or, sorry, Ken. Getting your names mixed up. My bad. You are wanting his brain cells for your transplant, so I'm just preparing myself for the future, having to call you Ron. Ron 2, Ron 1, and Ron 2.
Trying to slow down a little here.
Hard to do in that thing.
It is.
Hey, I got a parachute in this thing. We can I can let you borrow it real quick.
Just throw out the anchor.
Hey, would you care to demonstrate that parachute?
I can. We'll do it at the last airport.
That would be cool.
I'll fly over the airport and I'll pull the parachute, see if I can land on the runway.
That would be awesome.
It's the only airplane that I know of that has a parachute built into it. And it shoots out of that circle right there. You see right behind us. I'm trying to use my hand to point it at the screen. Shoots through that circle. That's it right there. You can see the warning sign, you know, the blast signs. Now, FS Realistic, or FS Reborn. Wait, is it Reborn? Realistic? Reborn? Reborn. They make the, is it the M500? I don't own it yet. But Cameron actually builds the things in real life, so the guy who made this airplane did a fantastic job with it. I really want to get it, but I just can't stand using the Garmin 1000.
Really?
In the sim. It's terrible. I will happily take the 750 and then the, what is this, the GSX, or not GSX, but whatever these Garmin touchscreens are, over the 1000s every time. I could stand to review the mods video myself. Yeah, I also talk about a program I use called 7-Zip, which makes it even easier.
Yeah, that does.
You can just drag it over to your community folder from 7-Zip. Diesel, did you have any luck getting that video? Again, it's Mods Made Easy was the title I think I made the video. Or made for the video. But yeah, going back to the G1000, like having like the COM1, COM2, I mean having the touchscreen just makes things so much easier.
Yeah, in my agree.
For the sim versus having to use. Now, if you had some of that real sim gear, if you had a Garmin 1000, that'd be a different story. Oh, Archetype flying over in that DA just reminded me. reminded me. Does anybody have the, what is it, the DA41? 21 or whatever it is? The twin engine DA
Yeah.
that just came out?
Yeah, yeah,
Do you have it?
yeah, of course.
Sorry, my bad. I should know better who I'm talking to. What do you think of it? I haven't got it yet.
It's all right for a light aircraft. I mean, you know, it's not a powerhouse, you know, but
Sure.
you know, the GA flying like we're doing right around now, it's great for it, you know.
Yeah. Is it as high fidelity as they spouted?
Mm, I gotta fly it more to be able to answer that question because I've only taken it up once, and just to feel what it does as far as you know, flying around. As far as the cockpit goes, I gotta spend more time playing around with the buttons and stuff, you know.
Gotcha. Oh, Diesel said he copied the link and pasted it up in the chat and disappeared twice. Ah, it's YouTube. Hang on. Let me grab it for you. Diesel, that's nothing you're doing wrong. It's just YouTube filtering things. So let me grab it from my channel real quick. Sorry for the sideways view here.
Be right back.
Oh, it's made easy. I wonder if it'll even let me. Shareable link. See if that works. Send. There we go. Somehow I'm messing it up. No, yeah. I don't think it's anything you're doing wrong, Diesel. I think it's just the fact that YouTube doesn't want people spamming links in other people's, you know, other streamers' channel chat. I think that's all it is. Okay, perfect. There you go, Craig. Hopefully you are still there to see that. Is that a dam over there? Something has to be going on because that elevation change in the water level is too much for it not to be a hydro dam or something over there.
I think that's around, that would be around Blairsville, I believe.
Definitely.
Yeah, that is Carter's Lake. Yeah, it looks like a dam.
Yep. I just flew over it.
Okay. Works. Beautiful. Thanks, Burner. Scenery around here. It's beautiful. I really like these rolling hills. It's about to get even hillier where we're going. We've got 6 miles to this next airport. Let's figure out what direction it's in and figure out where the heck we even need to dive down into to get to it. 49 Alpha, runways 3 and 21. I'm gonna imagine there's no. It has weather? Really? Whoa, the altimeter's changed. 3035. Okay, so we must have been running from that. Maybe that's a front or something. That really screwed up my altitude there. And then the winds are calm, so we can go straight in on runway 3 there. I was very shocked to see this little airport has weather. Oh, that's cool. You can see that real clear drop off where the dam's at over there on the lake. Butters Lake. Ken, where'd you say we were? Or you thought we were?
I believe it's around Blairsville.
Blairsville.
I'm not even looking at the chart.
Is it Gilmer County? Now, we may have to do a little intervention on the flying here. This hill is looking awful close. The terrain has risen so much that 2,500 feet and barometer altitude is not very high off the ground. over a relatively short distance.
Go far enough east, you'll come up on Brasstown Ball, which is the highest point in Georgia.
What was it called? Brasstown.
Brasstown Bald, B-A-L-D.
Yeah, there was the Big Bald Mountain. Is that it?
Nope, it's Brasstown Bald.
Okay. I'm looking for it on the map over here, but don't see it at the moment.
Basically between Helen, Georgia, which is the old Alpine Swiss village
Yep.
town, and Hiawassee.
Hiawassee. Okay.
We spend a lot of time up in this neck of the woods.
I'll have to look later when I'm not about to, whoops, overfly the airport again. And, run into a mountain over here. Okay, so I'm going to overfly the airport and do a right pattern into this one. Since we were not paying attention. It's actually a nice little airport. Perfect for what we're doing. Let's pull some power. Let's do that teardrop to get into that right pattern.
You gonna cross it midfield and come back?
Yes, sir. Just crossed it. We're going to go out to the interstate highway over here. And do a downwind. Start slowing up. I'm basically doing my downwind on the highway over here.
At least this one is cement.
Ron is less likely to leave divots in this runway. Alright, doing right base. Runway 3. A couple of you guys landing there in front of me. I don't see anyone else that's gonna be an issue for me, so we do a right turn for final runway 3. Drop full, pull the power back.
500.
Trimmer out. Full power. Let's get down on that ground effect.
Trying to dive down into here.
Kick that nose over. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Full power. Flaps the takeoff. Get back on that center line. And let's roll out of here. What'd you say, Sean?
I'm trying to dive down into here.
Oh.
My airplane's so slow.
Alright, gentle right turn. We are a little slow at the moment. Alright, Diesel. What do you have? Negative 18? It is positive 23. It was so good we were climbing on our descent, or our touchdown. Doesn't get any more butter than that. Alright, flaps up. Let's pull that manifold pressure back to 22, 22. We are already at altitude. That was quick. Oops, a little too much. Keep looking on my other screen and I keep overshooting the nav track. There we go. Climbed up a little extra there to get over that hill. I'm actually going to go ahead and climb to 3,500 now that I think about it. Let's go vertical speed up. Let's bring that power back in. Just until we get climbed out. Alright, confirm flaps are up. Flaps are up. Yeah, landing rate of positive 23. I think that's JB underneath me. He's in the Sting also. There he is. Whoa! What in the world? He's like lagging all around me. He shot straight through my cockpit there. JB, you still with us?
Yep.
That was funny.
Don't worry about it. It's only paint.
It's only a paint and a $30,000 engine. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Okay, I think we're running to climb again. Let's go to 4,500. This thing, well, I've had this thing all the way up to like 18,000 feet or something like that one day. I was just seeing what it could do. Took a long time to get there, but it will do it. Which we've got 19 miles. Let's go. Let's go 10,000. Or 9,500 just for the fun of it. See if we can get there. So we have full power, 5,500 RPM, which is about all we can do, continuous. Let's see if we can't squeeze 9,500 feet out of this thing before we get to our next destination, just for the fun of it. Just show you off, show off the performance of this thing a bit. But we are starting to run a little low on fuel. We got 8.9 gallons left. We are starting to get close to the finish line for the flight, though. Which I find intriguing because when I did the mileage estimates, see, it's still saying 204 miles, but that would be at cruise.
You say, Ben?
Alright, there's 5,000, so yeah, we're not gonna have any trouble getting to 9,500 before we have to descend again. Let's get up here and see what kind of performance we get at altitude in terms of fuel burn. Once you get around that 8,500 foot mark, the manifold pressure starts to drop off a bit. Yes, it is definitely a rocket ship. It's an F-16 with a prop on the front. Yeah, it's got a 100 horsepower engine on it. It's got that Rotax 912. And these numbers are pretty accurate to the real airplane. Which is why I'm kind of excited to not be learning to fly on a 172 or something similar and being in that Bristol, because it performs just like this thing does, and it's got more shoulder room in it. It's got like 52 inches or something for shoulder room, and then 172 is what, 46, 48, somewhere in there. I've got pretty broad shoulders. So I wouldn't fit too well in a 152. And I've sat in an RV12 and it was tight for my shoulders. Now an RV14, that's a different story. That thing's pretty comfortable. Yeah, them 172s are tight. Yes, they are. I'll never forget, you know, I'd never seen a 152 until I went to Oshkosh last year, and we've got 100 plus hours of streaming in the 152 on this channel, and I went and looked at it and I was like, oh my god, this is what we're flying around in? Holy crap. It's like a kid's plane.
I flew my first 150 in 1971, and I still love that little bird.
I'm not saying I wouldn't love to fly one, but I wouldn't want to fly it with another person.
Oh, it's shoulder to shoulder, no doubt.
I think it's a Bristol B-23. Here, let's take a look at this thing real quick. Yeah, they got one just like this. And then the cockpit varies a bit, but it it's got this is pretty much it on the inside. But they even make this with the 915, so whenever hopefully the mosaic rules go through, the 915 will start becoming popular, and you'll get quite a bit more performance out of it. Super nice airplane, though. You can even do the tow gliders with it. So yeah, let's maximum takeoff weight. Oh well, we'll ignore those for now, because that's probably a lot of that's going to change. Let's look at the climb rate. Best rate of climb, 1,260 feet per minute. That's impressive.
I thought you said crime rate.
It might be.
That kind of a climb rate, it almost is a crime.
Yeah,
All right.
Michael's about all those old guys flying with us like crime, huh?
Okay, so we are almost to 9,500 feet. And we did that, what was that, like 9 miles? I know I burned a lot of fuel there, but... let's see what kind of cruise speed we can get out of this thing. So I got the manifold pressure maxed out. 5,500 is the maximum continuous thrust, or max continuous engine speed, RPM. So let's see what kind of ground speed we get out of this. We got a 12-knot tailwind too, which is even better. So I've currently got 120 knots. I got to fly in a little AA5, and that was a tight fit. Not sure what an AA5 is. Okay, ground speed slowly increasing, 128 knots. We're 9 miles from the airport. We're going to be dive bombing into this airport. 131 knots at 4.8 gallons per hour. Diesel, what's the miles per gallon on that? 132 knots ground speed. 133. It's definitely better than my Tundra. 135. Creeping up. Creeping up.
Has anyone ever experienced engine shock from overcooling too fast?
Not in the sim.
Descending? I wonder if the A2A will do that. I might give it a try because if it breaks, I'll get a new one.
Yeah, it probably does. Honestly, now you say that, I feel like it does simulate that. Pull up the tablet and watch the cylinder head temperatures and see what it does.
Yeah, I'll pull up that engine analyzer. Good idea.
All right, so we're 135 knots ground speed at 4.8 gallons per hour. So diesel, what is the miles per gallon there? 135 and 4.8. Math is too hard to give. Oh, come on, it's 28 miles per gallon. And that's 28 knots, nautical miles per gallon. What's anybody know what knots to miles per hour is off the top of their head? Well, we're about to join that engine shock crew here.
It's like 1.151, isn't it?
Something like that, 1.151. All right, stump those flaps. I've got 4 miles to drop this down. I'll pilot off. Flaps are all the way full. Let's watch that. Be curious to see what the oil temp does. Cylinder head temperature is 199 at the moment. See if that drops quickly. 198. There's the airport we're trying to land at, I believe.
And you actually found it?
Well, I was at 10,000 feet, so. 2,500 feet per minute. That's why I hate the written exam so much. It's just math equations, and I hate math. Get better at it. It just takes practice. Cylinder head temperature's only dropped 8 degrees so far. So it's not too bad on this thing. Although we're definitely exceeding the flap speed right now.
Well, I got cold cylinder head cylinder warnings on my engine display.
Oh, that's cool. So it is
Still
simulated.
flying. I'm at 175 mile an hour. Time.
I hear it screaming at you. This is not a view you want to see normally out the front of your window.
Alright, over the airport. It's a hard runway. Climbing out, it's still working.
Probably didn't kill it this time.
There'll be another day.
Yeah, it'll fell on you right when you need it the most. Alright, coming in for runway 116 or so. Be doing the opposite of whoever that is landing at the moment. I'll try to stay below you. I hope that plane has barf bags. Well, that was a fun one right there. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, archetype. What you got?
Clear.
You want to play chicken? This thing would make a terrible plane to play chicken in. Look at the roll rate on this. This thing is the most sluggish. I feel like the runway graphics are a little weird here. It's I feel like it excludes a lot of the runway. All right, now that we can breathe fresh oxygen again. Ooh, that thing. This runway's all over the place. Oop, sliding, sliding. Look at that. Holy crap. Woo! I'm trying to get out from under you here. I'll stay low. Is that you, Ron?
Yeah, I just went around.
Alright, we gotta get to this next airport. This thing, it doesn't even have lights in the cockpit. No park and brake, no lights. Good way to save some money and wait.
I think the park and brake is if you look on the floor, there's a pair of feet and you can move that either up or down.
I thought you were gonna say, look at those, the feet that are attached to my legs.
No. There's a button with the pair of feet emblem on it.
Oh, that's how you move the pedals forward and backwards. This airplane doesn't have a parking brake.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep. All right, so we got to test the parachute out this next one. Diesel says +3. Ah, he's getting hopeful now. It's -33. Nice guess, though. Not that -33 is anything to cry about by any means. Look at all these planes flying around. It's always fun. Diesel says he's going to say chocks. That's about right.
What is with this, these airports, they all have trees just before the end of the runway.
Yeah, I hope that's something they fix in 24. That drives me nuts.
Tight little climb to this next airport.
Yeah, we gotta.
For the runway missing.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying about the graphics on the runway are just weird. It's like they only had a bucket of paint and they needed two.
Yeah.
What's up with the ground effect now?
Yeah. The ground effect in this thing, I think, is way too much. And it is a very light airplane, don't get me wrong, but it just seems like it's a little excessive. Alright, we're actually going to do... I'm going to do a landing, and then we'll go up and do the parachute, because this is a pretty cool airport to land at. Now, let's hurry up and get here, because there's no lights. It's just a grass strip, and there's a little lake at the end of it. So, the winds are currently not available, so it's been pretty calm this afternoon, so... We're just going to assume that the winds are calm here. Runways 3 and 21. So we should be able to do pretty much a straight in. You can see we got this nice dashed line coming through right here, so we can get on that dashed line and follow that in for the runway there.
500.
The parachute is muddled? Absolutely. Yeah, I hate eating trees on short final or less busy airport. Yeah, no, it drives me nuts. Oh, there's the runway right there. Holy crap. Snuck up on me. Alright. Let's do a side slip. Get down on this thing. Treating this like a 152 instead of a sporty airplane that it is. It does have trees at the end of the runway, so be prepared for that.
500.
500.
Watch out, Ron.
Alright, Let's get back in the air. Take off flaps.
Is this our last stop?
Yep, I'm gonna fly back up and demonstrate the parachute here. So this is a full stop if you guys want to stop there, or if you want to watch the parachute from the sky. I'm not sure what it's gonna look like for you unless you have this airplane. JB, I might need a screenshot.
You gonna drop it right on the runway
I'm gonna try to.
or try?
JB, can you give me a screenshot if
I
it shows the
might be able
parachute?
to. I'm not quite there yet.
Okay. I don't think that was negative 31. That was, I had to put that one down pretty quick to have room to get back in the air. Yeah, 149, negative 149. So parachute out in these mountains is a perfect use case scenario because there's not too many places to land.
I
don't wanna go too fast here.
I catch it.
Well, JB has the airplane, so I was curious if it would show the parachute on his screen.
Oh, we'll both do it and see if it goes up.
There you go, that'll work. Where are you at? It should be coming up. There you go.
Just
I
on
see
the
it.
other side of this mountain that we're both in the same valley.
Yeah, I'm about over the airport here, so I'm gonna pop it over the airport. Yeah, so there's a speed limit to it. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but we'll start slowing up here.
Let me know when you're going to launch.
I'm about to
I might have
launch shortly.
I'm going to have to swing around you again.
Alright, here goes nothing.
Get it.
It's dark fast in these mountains. Yes, it does. Parachute. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
There we go. We're going down.
The airplane is floating down, but I don't see a parachute.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Got a parachute in the sky. The sunset. How well did we do here? It took a little longer to deploy than I thought it was going to. Hey, we're right over the airport.
I do see you moving slow, though.
Yeah. We're right over the airport. There goes Archetype
500.
and the Diamond. It's pretty cool. It actually, like, you know, shot through the plexiglass window back there. We are drifting a bit. Uh-oh. We may end up in the trees, guys. The wind is pushing us into the trees. That's not good.
I pulled my parachute as well to see what it feels like.
Oh, Ron, easy, 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 easy there, killer. Oh man, every time I look, man, I gotta stop looking at Ron. Every time I look over, something crazy's happening.
I don't have a parachute.
Uh-oh. Oh, keep pushing me. Keep pushing me, wind. Get me out of the trees. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm going in the trees, boys.
See,
Don't.
I don't see anything out of my canopy either.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh wait, there it goes.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
you
I'm
can
trying
see
to.
it out
There we
here.
are. Yeah, you can. Is the canopy on the ground? Yeah, there's the canopy. Oh, it just disappeared. Oh, wait, hang on. If you get too close to it, it
If
disappears.
you want an outside view, you've got the parachute.
Yeah. Here's the, if I push that back in. Can I start this thing?
Huh.
Hmm.
Can't steer it, nothing.
Okay. We're gonna have to fix it through the tablet here.
I think I'm about to buy a house.
Repack parachute. There we go. Let's see if she'll start. Oh, there she is. Does it fix the window too? It does. Okay, cool. Negative 289. 606. Parachute butter waffle pancakes. I guess I'm bringing it in for the screenshot over here. I thought I have very much in terms of lighting in this thing. And I've got to go cook a steak. Got it on the smoker right now. 606 didn't look that hard.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I think 600 feet per minute is the goal in that thing. It's supposed to, you know, keep you alive, be minimal weight, and, you know, they don't really care about the airplane as long as you stay alive. Which, I don't care what happens to the airplane as long as I stay alive too, so I'm okay with that. I think this might be the most diverse airplane group that we have. Nobody is flying the same airplane except for me and JB. That's pretty cool.
How many we got?
I've got a TBM, a Comanche, an RV-14, a DA, is that a 20 or a 40? And a 152.
All right, well, enjoy your steak,
Oh, I'm going to. Don't worry.
and it was nice meeting up with you guys again.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to join us. It's been a little while.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while again. So
Uh-oh.
yeah, it's just the way my days work, you know.
Yeah, I understand. There, guys.
Alrighty, guys.
I appreciate everybody joining. I'm not going to do too long of an outro here because I've got some food to cook. I'm going to try to grab a couple screenshots here, but we will be back again on Thursday. Don't want to make it a permanent thing with commercial on Thursday and GA on Sundays, so we'll probably do another GA night. Who's up there in the air? Who is that? Rock Blast, okay. I'll get a picture here with him. The lights look very nice, well rendered. Yeah, everything is pretty much max settings, so I would hope so. Burner, thanks for joining tonight. Diesel, see you, buddy. Butter waffles and pancakes. Oh, I had some amazing French toast this morning. So we need to find a French toast icon. We used what's the bread you put in you use chicken salad with? Those rolls. Drawing a blank.
Chicken salad rolls.
Yeah, that's not it. Not crescent rolls. Oh well, crap. Anyways.
Great flight. Great flight.
Yeah, good flight. Good flight. Sorry. It'll come to me as soon as I shut this off, and I'll be like, dang it. But all right, guys, I appreciate it, and I will catch you all on Thursday. It's Thursday. I'm used to saying Saturday, Sunday after flying. Yeah, there you go. French toast. All right. See you,
It was a
Diesel.
great time,
See you
guys.